Welcome to Edinburgh, capital city of Scotland and one of the most beautiful and historic cities in the UK. In this walking tour, we're going to explore the streets of the old town, check out some iconic landmarks, and soak in that classic Edinburgh vibe and stunning views around every corner. Let's take a stroll through this amazing city together. We're kicking things off at the University of Edinburgh, one of the oldest and most respected universities in the world. Meet Greyfriars Bobby. This little statue honors a super loyal Skye Terrier. You'll notice his nose is a bit shiny. That's from all the people rubbing it for luck. Greyfriars Bobby's story goes like this. A small Skye Terrier dog named Bobby, who became famous for his unwavering devotion to his master. When Bobby's owner, John Grey, passed away in 1858, he was buried in Greyfriars Kirkyard, a cemetery located near his home. Despite his owner's death, Bobby continued to visit the grave every day until his own death in 1872. Bobby's loyalty captured the attention of locals and visitors alike, and the story quickly became one of Edinburgh's most cherished legends. Alright, we're now in Greyfriars Kirkyard, one of the spookiest and coolest cemeteries in Edinburgh. It's packed with history, legends, and some seriously old graves. But here's the fun part for Harry Potter fans. This is where J.K. Rowling got inspiration from some of her character names. Yep, you might spot a Thomas Riddle here. Sound familiar? Total Voldemort vibes. It's eerie, beautiful, and definitely one of those must-see Edinburgh spots. Next up is Victoria Street. Easily one of the most colorful and photogenic spots in Edinburgh. With its curving cobblestones and quirky little shops, it totally feels like you've stepped into a storybook. Many believe Victoria Street served as the inspiration for Diagon Alley, the magical shopping street in the Harry Potter books and films. So yeah, it's a must for Harry Potter fans, and honestly, just a great place to wander, shop, and snap some photos. One of the coolest things about Victoria Street is the architecture. Just look at these buildings. All colorful facades, stacked levels, and old stonework with a bit of a curve. You've got a mix of medieval vibes and Victorian flair, with little shop fronts tucked into arches and upper levels that feel like they're floating above the street. It's charming and so uniquely Edinburgh. This striking building here is the Hub. It totally looks like a Gothic church, but it's actually an event space now. It used to be a church back in the 1800s, but these days it's the home of the Edinburgh International Festival. Alright, check this out. Classic red phone booths. You'll spot them along Lawn Market just before we hit the intersection. They're one of those iconic British things that everybody loves snapping a photo with. Here's the statue of David Hume, one of the Scotland's most famous philosophers. You'll notice his toe is super shiny because people rub it for luck. Right in the heart of Edinburgh's Royal Mile is St. Giles Cathedral. This stunning church dates back to the 14th century and is known as the High Kirk of Edinburgh. It's been a center of worship for over 900 years. Hidden away just off the Royal Mile, at Voket's Close is a charming little alley that's full of character. This narrow cobbled street dates back to the 16th century and gives you a real sense of old Edinburgh. Walk down and you'll feel like you've stepped back in time with its historic buildings and cozy vibe. Fun fact, the close gets its name from the lawyers who once worked nearby. Today, it's a great spot for snapping photos, grabbing a coffee, or just soaking up the atmosphere. It's a perfect example of Edinburgh's mix of history and hidden gems. Welcome to Playfair Steps, a hidden gem tucked away in the heart of Edinburgh. These steps connect the Royal Mile to the beautiful new town. Named after architect William Playfair, they've been a part of the city since the early 19th century. It's a bit of a steep climb, but the views from the top are definitely worth it. Whether you're heading up or down, it's a great spot to pause and take in Edinburgh's unique blend of old and new. National Galleries of Scotland, home to some of the world's finest art collections. Located right in the heart of Edinburgh, the galleries feature everything from classic Scottish art to masterpieces by famous names like Van Gogh, Rembrandt, and Turner. Standing tall in the heart of Edinburgh, the Scott Monument is hard to miss. This impressive Gothic tower was built in the 19th century to honor the famous writer Sir Walter Scott. At 200 feet high, it's one of the tallest monuments in the world dedicated to an author. You can climb the 287 steps to the top for amazing views of the city. It's a bit of a workout, but totally worth it for the panoramic sights. If you're a fan of history, literature, or just love great views, the Scott Monument is a must-see in Edinburgh. Just steps from Edinburgh's Waverley Station, you'll find the booking office, a cozy pub by J.D. Wetherspoon. This spot is perfect if you're looking for a relaxed place to grab a bite or a drink. It's a great place to unwind after a busy day of sightseeing or before catching your train. One of Edinburgh's most iconic landmarks is the Balmoral Hotel. Located right on Princess Street, this 5-star hotel is known for its luxury, charm, and stunning views of the city. Wondering how to get around Edinburgh? It's actually pretty easy. If you love walking, the city is super pedestrian friendly. Most of the main sites are within walking distance of each other, so you can explore at your own pace. For a faster way to get around, hop on a double-decker bus. They're a classic way to see the city, and the views from the top are amazing. Another option is a tram. It's a quick and convenient way to travel, especially if you're heading to places like the airport or the West End. And if you want to make sightseeing even easier, why not try a sightseeing tour bus? It takes you to all the must-see spots and you can hop on and off as you please. No matter how you choose to travel, Edinburgh's got plenty of options to help you explore. Thanks for watching. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe.